Soap saved millions of lives by doing something almost stupidly simple. It helped stop invisible danger from traveling from one person to another. Before soap became normal, dirty hands were everywhere. People touched food, wounds, babies, animals, money, and waste, often without cleaning properly in between. And the terrifying part is this. For most of history, people had no idea that their own hands could carry disease. They could not see bacteria. They could not see viruses. They could not see the tiny organisms moving from skin to food, from food to mouth, and from one house to the next.
So when people got sick, they blamed curses, bad air, spoiled weather, or angry gods. But sometimes the real enemy was sitting right on their fingers. The story of soap begins much earlier than most people think. Thousands of years ago, ancient civilizations were already mixing fats with ashes to create soap-like substances. The Babylonians, Egyptians, and other early societies discovered that certain mixtures could help clean surfaces, fabrics, and skin. But this was not the nice, smooth bar of soap sitting next to your sink today. Early soap was rough, strange, and probably not something you would want near your face.
In many places, it was used more for cleaning wool, treating skin, or washing objects than for daily hand washing. That is the important part. Humans discovered soap long before they understood why it mattered. They knew it could clean. They did not yet know it could help protect life.
In the ancient world, cleanliness did exist. The Romans built huge bathhouses. People soaked, scraped oil from their skin, socialized, relaxed, and treated bathing almost like a public event. But bathing was not the same as modern hygiene. A person could look clean, smell clean, and still carry dangerous germs on their hands. For centuries, humans cared more about visible dirt and bad smell than invisible contamination. If something smelled nice, it felt clean. If something looked clean, it seemed safe. But disease does not care about smell. Disease does not care if your hands look normal. And because people did not understand germs, soap remained just a cleaning tool, not yet one of humanity's quiet weapons.
For a long time, soap was not something everyone could easily afford. In parts of Europe, good soap became a valuable product. Some cities became famous for making it, especially places that used olive oil and special salts to create harder, better-smelling soap. But for poor families, soap could still be expensive. In some countries, it was even taxed. Imagine that. One of the most useful hygiene tools in history was treated like a luxury. So millions of people lived in crowded homes and dirty streets, while soap remained limited, costly, or simply not part of daily life. Then, industrial production changed everything. Soap slowly became cheaper, more common, and easier to buy.
But even then, one major piece was still missing. People still did not fully understand germs. The real turning point came when medicine started to connect dirty hands with death. In the 1800s, hospitals could be terrifying places. Doctors moved from one patient to another, and sometimes even from autopsies to childbirth, without washing properly. One doctor, Ignaz Semmelweis, noticed something horrifying. Mothers were dying after childbirth at alarming rates. He suspected that doctors were carrying something deadly on their hands.
So he ordered medical workers to wash their hands with a disinfecting solution before treating patients. The results were dramatic. Deaths dropped. But instead of being praised, Semmelweis was mocked and rejected by many doctors of his time. The idea was too insulting. Doctors did not want to believe their own hands were spreading disease. Eventually, science caught up. Germ theory showed that invisible microorganisms could spread disease. Suddenly, washing was no longer just about looking clean or smelling good. It was about survival. Soap became one of the simplest ways to remove germs from hands before they reached food, wounds, children, or other people. And this is why soap is so powerful. It does not need to be expensive. It does not need electricity. It does not need a hospital. A small bar of soap, clean water, and a few seconds of rubbing can interrupt the path of disease. That sounds almost too simple. But many of the most important inventions in history are like that. They do not look dramatic. They just quietly stop disaster from spreading. Today, soap is so ordinary that most people barely think about it. You wash your hands, rinse the foam away, and move on with your day. But that tiny habit is part of a much bigger story. Soap helped change homes, hospitals, schools, restaurants, and entire cities. It helped turn hygiene from a luxury into a basic expectation of modern life. It did not save the world with one dramatic invention. It saved lives through repetition. One wash, then another, then millions more every single day. So the next time you see a simple bar of soap, remember this. You are not just looking at a bathroom product. You are looking at one of the quietest and most powerful tools humanity ever created. And that is the forgotten origin of soap.